This year's challenge contained 31 jumping efforts over a distance of 3,545 metres of flowing terrain and within an optimum time of 6 minutes 14 seconds. With 3 major water complexes out in the Normandy fields, the riders were keen on making sure they left no stone unturned.
Yeah, there's always the theory of how you ride it, and then you've got to have plan B and C in place as well, because things change in a moment's notice. So my plan A here would be fairly early on. We're like between 2 and 3 minutes around a 6.5 minute course, so you're really trying to get your tempo, because if you don't have it now then you're going to be down and not be able to make it up. So jumping off the drop jump, it's actually quite a long 4 strides on the true line, we'd call it. And I plan to stay on that to make the skinny jump much more presentable and understandable for the horse. But in order to get that long 4 strides, you need to jump in with a bit of brilliance into the water, land with a good canter and ride around. And I think that's where you might find some riders and horses jumping in a bit quiet, as we typically do for a water jump, and then finding the 4 strides quite long, so then they cut the corner, making the offset skinny more difficult. So for me, I'm going to come in travelling and jump on the true line to give this skinny a good chance of being jumped correctly the first time. The second of the 2 skinnies, 9C, is a little bit further away. So you've got more time just to ride off the seat of your pants, make a bit of a reactive decision up and over the undulations to jump that. But they are offset, it's early on in the course, and you're having to deal with a drop jump in, so anything can happen.
New Zealand had acquitted themselves reasonably well throughout the competition in Haras Du Pin, but the lack of a 4th rider was beginning to show. Janelle Price and Gravine de Rev had got them off to a solid start in the cross-country, adding 4.4 penalties to their individual score, with this careful round finishing 11 seconds over the time set by Le Goupil. Sadly for the Kiwis, this was to be their best score of the phase, with both Bruce Haskell and Tim Price picking up over 14 penalties each for time, even with the latter taking his favoured direct route through the water.